All right, let's dive into a question that is super personal and honestly can feel pretty confusing for a lot of us. We're talking about that tricky space where our private thoughts meet our public relationships. And trust me, getting a little clarity here can be a game changer.
So here it is. This is the big question we're going to unpack. You've got this amazing friend, right? The connection is deep, you value them like crazy, but they also show up in your sexual fantasies. And that can feel like a real contradiction. Does this secret inner world mean the friendship isn't really platonic? Well, you're not alone in feeling this way. So let's break it all.
Okay, first things first, we've got to get on the same page about what platonic even means. Because the way we toss the word around today isn't exactly how it started out. So, the classic definition of a platonic relationship really boils down to one thing: the absence of sexual activity. It's all about what's happening or, not happening in the real world. The whole point is that the connection isn't built around sex. The focus is somewhere else entirely. And these are the things it is built on. Look at this list: emotional intimacy, spiritual connection, just good old fashioned companionship. The idea that a platonic friendship has to mean zero sexual thoughts ever, that's actually a more modern add-on to the term, not a hard and fast rule from the original meaning. The key thing is the shared lived experience of the friendship itself. And this right here brings us to the single most important distinction we can make. Seriously, getting this can bring so much peace of mind. We have to draw a clear line between our inner world and our outer choices. Think about it like this. Over here on the left, you've got your inner experience: thoughts, feelings, attractions, fantasies, stuff that can just pop into your head. Our minds are wild, creative places. But then, over on the right, you have your real-world choices: the conscious decision to act on a feeling, and the actual things you do. The big insight: having one does not automatically force you to have the other. They are two separate things. So if you feel a sexual attraction but have absolutely no desire to pursue it, you aren't being a hypocrite. You're not faking the friendship. You are simply making a distinction. You're acknowledging a feeling that's inside you, while at the same time making a very deliberate choice about the kind of relationship you want. And honestly, that's a totally normal and very healthy part of being human. So, what if that platonic label just feels a little tight? Like it doesn't quite capture this whole situation? Well, are there other ways we can describe this? Because sometimes just having more precise language can feel incredibly validating. Okay, let's look at a couple of terms from the asexual spectrum that might just click for some of you. Take agiosexual. This describes someone who might really enjoy sexual fantasies, like they enjoy erotic fiction or movies, but they have zero desire to actually participate in sex themselves. See it? It's that disconnect between fantasy and personal action. Then there's gray sexual, which is a broader term for someone who only feels sexual attraction once in a blue moon, or only in very specific situations. For them, it's just not a main driver.
Now, this is the most important part of this whole section, so listen up. You do not need to pick a label. You don't have to fit yourself into anything. These words are just tools. They're there to help you understand yourself better, not to be rigid boxes. If a word helps you make sense of your feelings, awesome. If not, just leave it. The whole goal here is clarity, not classification.
Okay, let's wrap all this up and get to the main takeaway. This right here, this says it all. Your fantasy life is yours. It's your inner world. A relationship, how you treat people, the boundaries you create, the connection you build, that's all about how you choose to live out in the open. The two can exist at the same time, and one doesn't cancel out the other. And isn't that a fascinating way to look at it? Instead of this being a problem, this ability to hold an internal feeling while making a different external choice is actually a sign of emotional maturity. It means you're self-aware. It means you're being intentional about the relationships you want in your life. That's a strength. So we'll end with this question for you to just kind of chew on. Really thinking about this distinction between our inner and outer worlds can be such a powerful tool, not just for this situation, but for understanding all of your connections with people. It just honors how complex and amazing we humans really are. Thanks for tuning in.